Hello everybody, fellow subscribers and whoever might be watching my content, regardless of how little it is or boring. Yeah, I find my stuff a little boring sometimes too. But hey, now that all the snow is gone, Mouse in the Falls is at it again. Yes, I'm still going to work on Little Ripper. Now that the weather's becoming nicer, I'm more inclined to be outdoors and do stuff. As should everybody else in society. Because it's just the right thing to do. That's my opinion. Okay, so in the last video, you had hint of an electric mini bike that I had inside my cage. These are actually the cages that go on IBC totes. That one's upside down, and I'm using hose clamps to keep it attached to the other one. I no longer have the electric mini bike. It was a Rambler 16 electric mini bike, 350 watt hub motor, 36 volt, 10 amp hour battery. So I had 3 batteries in it. I didn't feel like replacing batteries, and if I did, I was going to convert it to 48 volt with something like 2000 watt hub motor. So that thing would really rip around town at that point. But knowing the expenses of such an upgrade, I chose to trade it. And trade it I did. See, I already have the Predator 212 6.5 horse engine. Yeah, I need a Gidding muffler for it. No big deal. The rest of it is good. I need a torque converter because when you modify aluminum too much, it will snap on you. This is what mine did because of the way I was running it. I have found a new torque converter on eBay. This is a 30 series. I have replacement belts right here. That's the driven clutch. Like I said, aluminum plates break when you modify them too much. It's the vibrations of the motor, it's the nature of it. Things happen. But hey, I got 2 belts right there. And with a new 30 series torque converter, I get a brand new belt to go with. Score. Yeah, and they don't cost much on eBay either. Now, that motor is going to replace the 196cc in this little bugger. Gas-powered Coleman mini bike. CT200 UEX. This does run, and it does supply power to the headlight, which is surprising that it's 12 volts. And that little burger gets bright, so I don't know what type of charge coil is behind here. It's pull start, but here's the problems. This rubber band, that's on the spring for the governor. Come over here, you can see where that goes. That's got to come off. Them orange zip ties and that piece of tape has to come off of those springs. Keeps the motor screwed up. Carburetor needs replaced. Too much tape inside here, it can't figure out if it has enough gas or not. So it don't run right. Runs like crap. Choke don't really work. And these carbs are, I think, $12 on eBay last I looked. Definitely less than 20. So I'm going to remove this motor and its little clutch design and use it for running around town. Saves on gas. My truck does not get great gas mileage. See, we got drum brake on the back. It works. Needs a little more adjusting. A little mini jack shaft in here. Should bolt up nicely to the 30 series torque converter. And I have room to put tensioner on there if I need to. That's actually a mount for chain guard. There used to be shocks, I think, on this back seat, or that was an option for something else. Yeah, I'm missing an adjustment screw there. I don't know if I replaced the tires yet. I might leave them the way they are. I do need a back fender, so I gotta probably make one. No big deal. I know what to use. Go to one of the hardware stores and get the fender for a boat trailer. That'll cover that nicely. Thinking I might change out this halogen headlight and put a couple LEDs on there and a little battery for those with a little solar panel to keep them charged. See over here on Little Ripper, there's a little bitty lightweight flexible panel. Well, not really flexible, but it does work, and I got it hooked up to the battery. So it keeps that charged. And yeah. I know I said in my last video that I take my time with stuff, which is true. I'm not in a rush. I don't pride myself on having content every day or every week. Once a month is plenty for me, or more if I'm feeling froggy enough to do so. But hey, with the warmer weather starting, it gives me the itch to get outdoors and do stuff. That's what I do. That water heater is going to go in my trailer. I need to pick up an inline water heater of sorts to heat that tank because I'm not putting the elements back in it. I'm going to close off those holes except for inlet outlet. That way I have hot water in my trailer. That's the most annoying part about it right now, because this water is cold. Speaking of water, another little project is to get my tanks off the ground and get this empty one hooked up to that one, and then a new line running into the trailer, and a circulation pump to come off of that one to the empty one so I can keep the water warm in the wintertime and it don't freeze on me. Boy, that is so annoying when water freezes up, especially when you're trying to cook something that requires water or keep yourself clean. Cold water does not feel good. Well, anywho's, oh well, there goes 9 minutes worth of rambling. Don't worry about it. The good news is this little mini bike uses the same size chain that Little Ripper is going to use, and this mini bike is going to be called Mini Ripper. Because when I'm done with it, it might do 50 miles an hour. It has that potential. If anybody knows anything about mini bikes, it don't take much to get them to go fast. I might see about converting the front from just a free floating rim to maybe put a disc brake up there. That's not a bad idea. I'll have to see what I can find. But until then, until the next video, I have no idea when that's going to be out. I got stuff to do to get there. One of these days I might actually put my destroyed plastic to good use. Yeah, corrugated plastic in the middle of the summer. This was last year. This stuff was laying on the ground and got water between the layers. And look at what the temperature and the sunlight did. It warped the crap out of it. Badly. That's alright, I can still use it. Even if it is warped. Do like a temporary wall to my door over here. Yeah, I know my place looks like junkyard. That's alright. It's going to get cleaned up this year. And just so everybody knows, about a week and a half now, my stepdad was removed from me and my mom in California. He was taken by stage 4 cancer. Basically, center of mass for his body, from his hips to his neck. That cancer had spread that far. Originally, the doctors were saying 3 to 4 months. Then he was getting ready to be set up on hospice at home. And never made it. About 3 weeks ago now, I had a friend of mine here in town shoot himself in the head. He passed away a week later. I did not find out until that day that they pulled the plug and let him die. Don't worry. I got stuff to keep myself occupied. I'm doing okay. I'm not okay with the circumstances, but I can deal with it. So, for the emotional shit, I'm sorry to pass on bad news. But like I've said before, you gotta get out there, do things with people, do things with your kids. If you get along with your neighbors, their kids, get out there, build something. Have fun, because you don't know how long you have. Nobody does. You could be here one day and then gone the next. Nobody knows when or if that will happen. Make the best of your time, please. Let's get back to the way things was in the 80s, where people could go outdoors and work on stuff and enjoy the outdoors. I know I talk a lot. Some of the times I don't do half the stuff I ask people to do. But that's just me. I got my own way of doing stuff, doing little things. Oh, yeah, by the way, this dirty burger. Yeah. I still got to get front end alignment done. Cost me over $3,000 to get these upper and lower A-arms done on the front and the rear axle replaced. Yeah, I incinerated the rear differential. So this little project will be doing coils, because I have one per cylinder, spark plug wires, and spark plugs. Truck is old enough. I've had it long enough. It's time to upgrade those parts. And let's see here. later this year, I'll get my snowplow back up and running. I got my little riding mower to work on. I'm going to try to find some airless tires for that thing. Still on the flat tires is such a pain in the butt. Oh, speaking of which. It might be inner tube or it might be tubeless. I don't remember. And then for this, yeah, I just need to put some slime in there. That'll fix that tire. Anywho's, I'm not sure when the next video is going to come out, but it will have the content of pulling that motor out of there and putting the other one in. And then if I get to going on any other projects, oh, well, we'll have content on that. Oh, by the way, right here is a little bitty snowplow for like a riding mower. That exact same setup without the bar off to the left there, I have had sitting in storage. And look at that. I have two of them. That is a project. What I plan on doing there is making a mount to put both of those on. Cut where they meet in the middle so that I could put a hinge on there. And then take one of these old scissor jacks and use that for tilt control. Except the tilt is in the center to create a straight blade, inverted V, so you're pushing a pile of snow in the center, or a regular V, so you just go one direction and it pushes off to both sides. And then I'll use a winch to lift both of them at the same time. So, yeah, that'll be an interesting project when I get to it. The plow, the big one, I need to replace the motor. Then smoked it because the reversing solenoid screwed up. I have a replacement solenoid for that. I just have to get it installed, and that motor's $71 on eBay. Okay. Work continues on my projects at a slow pace. A lot of it was due to weather, and then all the emotional crap. So bear with me, everybody. Create your own projects or something to do, even if it's out gardening or, I don't know, sewing something with a sewing machine or fabric, making something that way. I don't know. Whatever project you got in mind, get people involved with the same interest. Maybe others will join. You never know. But seriously, get out there and do something. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. Society and life in the years that have gone by have proven that. Everybody knows what that means, or should. Oh yeah, I gotta crush more cans. I need another barrel for those. I can wait. Alright, 20 minutes long enough for this update. So, we'll get back to it and I'll catch you later. Hopefully we can start getting some comments in on ideas or improvements, or maybe a style design change or upgrade. I don't know. What's your opinion on looks for off-road vehicles or racing vehicles? original plan for Little Ripper was to have off-road capabilities, but with the Formula One car look. So around town it would sit low like it is. But when it's off-road, I could jack that up another foot. Little hydraulic project idea. Or I could use airbags off of a pickup truck to achieve the same idea. In either case, I would have to attach an air compressor for the airbags or a pump for the hydraulics. Let's see what y'all think on that one. And then if you got any design ideas for Mini Ripper, other than the way it looks now, which I love, let me know. Post them. Let's see what people got to say. Let's see what their opinions are. I don't know what I'm doing with my bicycle yet. I might keep it. I don't know. We'll see how the rest of this year turns out. That thing's a lifesaver when major wheels quit working. Okay. Mouse in the Falls. Out for now. Be back at it at a later date. Have fun, stay safe. Get outdoors, have fun. If you get along with your neighbors, get them involved. Just have fun out there, have a good time. Catch you later.